When someone asks me, "How are you?" or when I ask someone else, my colleague or acquaintance, like, "How are you doing?" I don't think none of us, even I myself, actually want to know if they're doing fine or not. Most of the times, I just ask them, things like, "How are you?" or "Are you well?" just for the sake of, it's because it's way too normalized to ask those things when you see them for the first time. And it's got me thinking, if I'm dealing with this kind of questions in my head, if I'm going through this kind of things that I don't think I'll ever get an answer to in my entire life, or sometimes I enjoy my life, but most of the times I feel like, am I going in the right direction? Or it just hunts me, it makes me scared sometimes. So I'm sure it's really safe to assume that very likely everyone's going through the same thing. Everyone's going through their own addictions, that everyone's going through their own social life, some problems that they have, issues that they have around their lives. And we don't want to really put out the problems because it sometimes make you seem like, and also make you feel like you are in a trouble, like you are an issue. You ain't actually doing well in your life right now. Once you agree and admit the fact that you are not well. So I really don't think not a single people actually wants to tell each other, like tell someone else what they're going through or what they want to genuinely share with others. And it's a bit of a problem, I feel like, because at the end of the day, I said this numerous times in my videos, that we feel first. We feel the environment, we feel the experience first, and then we describe the feeling. So what happens most of the times when one gets really low is that they go through this experience of keep on questioning themselves whether to ask for help to that one person but they asked for help the last time. So in my case was my brother. I have an older brother who's 3 years older right now, and not right now. And once when he left um, the house to study at a university, that actually might have been the loneliest period of my life. I just couldn't explain why. I didn't have anything going on at that period of my life. All I had to do was just consistently study what I was studying to get into a university that I wanted. And I failed. Yeah, it was right after I failed. And I didn't even train back then. I actually started training at home, doing 100 push-ups, kind of things. And that kind of made me to start going to the gym and start everything honestly and dial in my diet and build my own program routine kind of thing. So that was the start of my gym journey. And if I think of it right now, I feel like I was just so desperate of finding something meaningful. I used to follow this guy on Instagram who posted himself doing 500 push-ups every single day, and it somehow got me inspired and I wanted to do the same. I did like what I actually don't even remember. It only lasted for about like 100 days. Most of the time, things that gets me it motivated, I don't think it lasted longer than 3 months, or like more than longer than 3 months, other than gym and kind of things. YouTube as well, I lost the spark, I think, like at the right after 2 months. I don't i don't really feel the urge, the same kind of urge of making new videos and doing my own research every single time, like I used to do before. I'm not saying I should, but it's just how it changed, how time changes a person. And when he got back and like, during his vacations, winter vacation it was, and after we had, we were just doing home gym kind of thing. We were working out together. I felt this. I've always been feeling this kind of emotional feeling, like being extremely emotional when I was working out alone. And the moment I had someone else right next to me physically, I just ran into him and like I hugged, I grabbed him, I hugged him. How should I say this? And I started crying. My eyes out. Like that was the only moment when I actually let out my feelings to someone, and it genuinely felt good. And the reason why I'm selling it's talking about this story is just because how proximity works. Like proximity is power. How like when someone's around you physically, when someone's actually close to you, like just few steps away, then that's when things get much powerful. I feel like every conversations that you have with them, every actions, like you just feel the presence. So it's not like even if I wanted to, I cannot go and say something or hug my brother. I can dap him up right now because since he's in military right now. So I felt like I was really low, just like I was at that time. And after just spending time alone, like I was really low, but I didn't do anything weird. I was just consistently going to the gym and kind of things. And it's weirdly enough, like somehow it was the exact same moment. Like I was training so hard and I got this feeling of being so emotional about my state, about my feelings. And I had to run to the bathroom and just start crying alone. And it got me better. Like, like a couple of like tens of minutes later, I because in that moment, during that period when I was being in a really low situation, I really wanted to reach out to my brother or like anyone. I just wanted to like grab someone and like start crying. I know it sounds crazy, obviously, but like that's literally how emotionally unstable I was. But the moment I just let out everything like alone, I just went back to normal. Like it doesn't even feel like I was in that state. So like it doesn't even feel like I have to reach out for someone even after something like that happened, just because I feel like I can just deal with it by myself again. And I feel like it's a really bad, I wouldn't say habit, since it's just happened twice in my life, and this is my first time ever I dealt with it alone. And the more I think about it, I think everyone's just going through the same thing. And when they get unlucky, just like how I was, when they have nobody, not a single person around them, they just go through it alone and come out as if nothing happened, just go back to normal, and it weirdly works. So I think everyone's just going through the same thing, and maybe some have more people around them, so they get to have opportunities to share their emotions and things that they are going through. But in my case, it wasn't. And I just wanted to share this with you guys, since this is like the only place where I can be honest with myself. Like it's not some kind of like a pity party, like I want to get some attention out of my like this one moment. But I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying right now. Like I don't even get that many views. I usually get like tens of views sometimes. If one video blows up, and that's like 100, you know, nearly 100. So, but yeah, like the whole point of this video is maybe not sharing is just how it is in this society. Um, Not many people wants to hear. those kind of things if they're not super close in the first place, which is normal, which is like it should be that way. I feel like it's not like we are living in this fantasy Disneyland where you reach out to this stranger and that stranger immediately wants to help you out, and that just doesn't happen, and it's not something that you should, like, no one deserves that kind of miracle in my opinion. So yeah, that's that. I seriously don't think many people actually mean what they say. Like, are you well, kind of, even the least, I'll say, like the most surface level questions, like, are you well, are you doing fine, or kind of things, because nobody can answer that. Like, how can you be honest with that? I'm laying my burden to you. Maybe it's just another cope. Maybe it's just another cope. Yeah, I'm trying to be as honest with myself. I'm just thinking out loud, listening to my thoughts, and if I can be in a better position than I was in today and yesterday. But so far, I don't have a concrete and solid answer to this. Maybe I should be keep on writing because it's helped me a lot. And that period of time when I wasn't doing well, you are weirdly, again, how do I say, like, were when I wasn't writing anything. So I always write before going to school or going to the gym, and before I go to sleep. I write anything down, just things that I wanted to write throughout the day. Most of the times I forget about them. But if I start writing about some things, then I get to catch the train of thoughts that I lost in the morning or during evening while I was eating my lunch. So, like, that's usually what I do. What I mean by writing or pre-record writing, what I usually do before recording, so that I can listen, like, so that I can read my own thoughts before recording, and yeah, that might be the only solution that I have about the situation that I'm dealing with. And if you're going through the same thing, then yeah, writing really helps you a lot. Speaking like this at least helps me a lot. It makes it really easy for you to listen to your own thoughts even while speaking right now. um but yeah, no, yeah, that's really it's about it. Thank you for watching the video.